I'm your host, Israel, and we have two other hosts. You know them, you love them, Koi and Aiden! Let's give it up for him, yeah! Woo!
Hello, Israel.
What was that?
I don't know what the hell that
Hello,
was.
Israel.
Israel really had
Have you
to,
not seen...
Israel really had to fucking
Have you
fix
not
that.
seen a 60s show, TV show, where the host is like, you know them, you love them, there
I mean,
they
yeah,
are!
I
It's the
know
Merv
that, but
Griffin
I mean, I've
show!
never really watched one. I mean,
I mean,
I
yes,
wasn't,
we've
I
seen
didn't, wasn't
Joker
raised in the
before.
'60s.
Come on. It's the perfect cliche.
Fair
The perfect
enough.
cliche.
Fair enough. Now, what is
Fair
the
enough.
topic for today, Israel?
Why Aiden is complaining about every little goddamn thing in his
That's
life.
not the topic. No, it's not.
It's either Israel, why are you calling Abby is a
Now, what's the real topic though for today?
Well, our first topic is the Krispy Kreme quest,
Yes.
which we shall tell you, and we will come up with other topics later in the podcast.
Yes,
And
that's
you
true. We
will
gotta do this
find
on the fly,
you,
like
the
we always
viewer,
did.
you, the viewer, will find this very entertaining. I hope you subscribe, and we will be coming up with a Patreon quite soon.
I set it up already.
He already set it up, folks, and you may give us your money. You don't have to.
Give us your
Remember,
money.
Twitch thoughts. We're not Twitch thoughts.
Yes, we're not Twitch thoughts. We actually use the money to help our business
But let's
grow.
start. Let's
If
start.
only
our
we
story.
were.
I'll be quiet, Aiden.
If only we were.
I thought we were.
Alright, Krispy Kreme crest. Who wants to start?
I'll start because I was one of the
This is
people that
where
were in it.
this is how it starts. It starts with Israel. Once I pick up Israel, this is when it starts. First time picking up Israel.
All right, it was Saturday. I remember that, and
Saturday.
so Koi comes over to my house. He says, "Get in. We're going to Aiden's," and I'm like, "All right." And we go to Aiden's, and it's because we have to get him stuff like 2 weeks ahead of 2 weeks ahead of whatever day we want to give it to whatever. We have to give him like 2 weeks ahead of something because he's scared of the COVID because he is at very high risk for it. That's for sure.
Very,
Yeah.
very high risk.
Because if we have to give it to him like 2 weeks, give him a 2 weeks notice or whatever. We gotta give him a 2 week advance on this so they can actually wait to eat it essentially if it's food or something, and wait to do that. But anyway, I digress. Back to the plot. I get in the car. We go to Aiden's house, and we get there. We're on the road there. We almost get into a ditch, and this is near, I think maybe Logan's Park. No, it's on the way to Logan's Park.
Yeah, I almost hit a mailbox. It's on my part.
We almost hit a mailbox.
We almost hit a mailbox and I ran into a ditch. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a big problem because Koi didn't have insurance.
I
Right,
did
And he was also
not
driving
have insurance
illegally.
at the time.
Yeah, Koi, that's
Yeah.
not very
No,
smart, Koi.
God, yes.
was-
At the time,
Stop complaining. This is what we were talking about, Aiden, in the earlier segment.
This is what we were talking about. Yes.
Well,
Yeah. At the time, I did not have my car insured because I didn't have a job, but I had a car and a driver's license. So I was like, all right.
But remember, folks, always have a license and always have insurance when driving a car. You never know where you're gonna get in an accident.
Good PSA, Israel. Now continue with the story.
Back to the story. Let's see. We're on the road to Aiden's house. We get there, and I guess he's surprised to see us because I don't know.
Aiden, what
We
was your
haven't seen him in,
reaction?
Yeah, let's see your
well,
reaction, Noah.
I was expecting you to come because, I mean, you kept calling me and saying, like, oh, I'm gonna be giving you a surprise, and say, oh, when and where, and you're just like, oh, you'll find out, and I hear Israel laughing in the background of the call.
I
So
forgot about that.
I had a vague idea that you were gonna be over soon. So
We're coming, Aiden.
yeah, and yeah, you guys got here. It was nice. I hadn't talked face to face with someone in like
Almost a year.
half a year, so
Yeah.
Half a year.
half a year at the time, I think. So it was nice.
Yeah.
Like a hermit and hungry.
Exactly. Now let's see. After we talked with him, Me and Israel
And we
left
go like-
because didn't we ask Aiden, hey, what do we want? Right? You
Oh
second
yeah,
that?
Yeah.
So we go to like we're like, okay, we're gonna go to Walgreens. We're gonna get you some stuff. What do you want? He said like into like caramel and stuff. He just likes
Candy,
those.
soda,
Yeah,
and
the old
chips.
granny's candies.
Yeah, the
He likes those. He likes those old
Werther's.
granny
Werther.
candies.
Werther's
Yeah,
Originals. Yeah.
Werther's caramel.
But
And
before we
on
do
the
that,
on
before
the
we
way
get
there,
exactly.
on the way there, we go to like two yard sales, and I get a cup and a bowl, and I
That's
use
it.
that cup for my coffee.
Do you really
I use
use it?
I genuinely use it for my coffee.
Oh my
every
god, I had
morning.
no idea.
I like almost either 2 times, maybe 2 or 3 times a week. I use it for my daily coffee, for my morning coffee.
Really?
I didn't even know you
Yeah.
guys went to a
I
garage
haven't even
sale.
used the bowl
Yes.
yet, but I used the cup. I used the cup.
Yeah,
But,
there's a
back to the
garage
story.
sale. That's part of the
So we go-
story.
Well, it's not a
Garage
major part of the story,
sale.
but it's part of the story. So
Anyways,
I get a cup
yeah.
and a bowl. It's part of a set. It's like $1 or so. And then we get back in the car. We're just like, okay, we gotta get to Walgreens. Lo and behold, we find another yard sale that takes us on a big old goose chase to it.
To
We
find
didn't
the
really
next
find
garage
much
sale.
there. We didn't really find much there. We're just like, okay, we have to get to Walgreens. Aiden's probably expecting us by now. So we get to Walgreens.
Get
We
in
get
the
the
blue
candy.
khakis.
We get candy. I get myself some Mike and Ike Berry Blast. Absolute great candy. I love that candy. I pop them like if they were pills.
Keep it going, Israel.
And then we get there, and Aiden's like, oh, thank you. I'm gonna pay you back. And Cole's like, no.
Yeah.
What he
I-
did is he gave me the money,
Yeah.
and then I put it back
you
in the
bamboozled
bag.
me.
I
You bamboozled me.
bamboozled
You-
him.
He
And I
did
said,
it
hey,
like
Aiden,
behind the fence.
take a look in the
and I had no
bag.
idea.
Take a look at the bag.
take a look in the bag,
Ayo.
Israel. Aiden. Sad face.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
looked in the bag,
Aw,
saw the money, looked up,
Coy.
and he like just drove off.
The perfect
Then I hit his
speed.
fence. Before that, I hit his fence.
Yeah,
right, they-
no,
I
you
don't- I
didn't. You
don't-
hit my neighbor's fence.
Same thing.
It was like some sort of joke, like, haha, I'm gonna slightly bump your fence.
And I
Haha.
did
And then
it.
it's like, that's not even my fence. If you damage that, you're gonna get sued.
It's
not
your
by
fault,
me.
Ed. Your fault.
Oh
No.
wait, and then where we go from there.
Then,
Then we're
it's
just.
my turn.
I'm just like, hey, Coy, let's go to Krispy Kreme. And he's like, all right, let's go. Kind of reluctant at first because it's in a terrible neighborhood.
Yeah, let's just call it that. A terrible neighborhood.
It's in the ghetto.
We were in the
We don't-
freaking
you-
ghetto. We had to get Krispy Kreme. That's where you go.
You don't go.
to
You don't go
get
there
Krispy Kreme.
unless you have to.
It was
Exactly.
also
That's the only place you get the
complete
Krispy
opposite
Kreme
way.
around here.
It was also the complete opposite way from Aiden's house, which was terrible because I had to go
So,
get on the freeway.
We
and get
have
stuff.
yeah. So we have the idea. I have the idea of getting a dozen donuts, and I'm just like, hey, let's give one to Aiden. And then on the way, let's pick up people like Stanley.
I was like, could we
So
do that? Could we do
And we're
that?
just like, yeah, let's do it.
You just called them up, and this went, "Hey Stanley,
Essentially
we
what
got
we had is
donuts
a
for
reunion.
you. You'll want one?" And he goes, "Sure."
Bet. He goes, bet.
Bet. He went and bet, and then we went to his house. Was like, "Hey Stanley, we're here for the donuts," and he's like, "Cool."
It's like, hey Stanley, you want to come with us to see Aiden?
He goes, "Let me ask my dad." My dad said yes. Let's fucking do this thing. We get in the car, and
And
this is
so-
when I started to realize I had a flat tire, but like we had to keep
Oh,
going.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah,
we
that's
had, but
right.
it was in Edmonds, right? So no, that
Oh,
was
yeah.
later. That was when
It
we
was-
came back. That's when we came back from Stanley's house. Scratch that. That's
Oh
when
yeah, I think
we came
so.
back. Yeah.
But the funny thing was, on the way to getting back to Aiden's house, we get lost because of my terrible directions.
Oh my god. Yeah, I forgot about
But
that.
not, but because of that, we saw this amazing house with
Oh
a
good
turret
god.
and
No, it wasn't
barbed
a
wire.
house. It was a freaking like jail.
It was like a fortress, like an old abandoned prison.
Yeah, I got a Confederate flag, Trump 2020, the whole shit.
Oh, I did. Oh yeah, that's right. Did they have a rebel flag?
I think they had a rebel flag and a Trump 2020 flag.
Oh man, I gotta visit that place then.
Yeah,
I like that.
That
But
place
back-
is
but back-
crazy.
And so we go past like the Costco that's in Linwood near the Alderwood Mall.
Yeah.
For those of you that know where that is, that's pretty far away from Edmonds, and yeah. So we go on there. We go see Aiden. We give him a donut. Stanley is like, imagine being Aiden. Could it be me?
Yes. Yes. Imagine being Aiden. Imagine that could be me. Yes.
Wasn't this like the week before school or something? Yeah.
Yes,
Or
this
was it
was a
during
week
school?
before school. No, it was during school. It was during school.
Oh yeah. It was like when school was actually fun and
No, this was during COVID. You just
Yeah,
said
that was
that.
during COVID. We didn't
I
have
mean
school.
start of the school
Stanley was
year where
really
we're all
tall.
like, oh yeah. Yeah, I'm talking about like, start of school year. Nothing bad's gonna happen to me.
And
Little
then,
did I know.
so, let's, are we going back right now? Is this the going back story? Are we at that point?
And then we go back to like, oh,
We're on our way
yeah.
back,
We're
and
on
we
our way back
go
to drop off
to,
Stanley. We go
no,
to
before
Five Guys
this.
Burger.
Yeah, we
Oh
go to
wait,
Five Guys Burgers.
we go to Five Guys Burger.
Before we drop off Stanley.
And we call like Jackson, our friend Jackson, and our friend Cohen, and we're like, hey, you wanna come? You wanna come with us? You wanna go on that? You wanna have a
Cohen
reunion?
goes, I am fucking tired. I just worked 5 hours. And then, let's see, we went in, grabbed a shake, left.
Yeah.
Right? That's about it, right? That's all we did.
Yeah.
Five Guys, but
Yep.
that was still
Yep.
something. Then we dropped Stanley off.
Yeah. Yeah. We dropped Stanley off, and then
We realized I
like
had a
getting
flat
late.
tire.
yeah, it was getting
no.
late too, and I finally got home. And was like, that was a good day.
It was a very
That was
good
a really
day.
good day.
I drove.
It was. You drove a while.
I drove for a very long time that day. It was crazy. I had a great time though.
That was
Overall,
great.
that was
We
the
saw the
quest.
boys.
The quest of Krispy Kream.
Yeah,
Great quest.
I wasn't much of a part of it. They kind of just showed up at my house like 2 or 3 times.
Can I tell another story, Corey?
What's the other story?
How about the time you went biking with me?
That was fucking hell, of course.
I
let's
remember
talk
you
about-
guys doing that. You were like talking like,
So-
"Oh, I'm going biking with Koi tomorrow."
Yeah.
I think this was like during school.
This was
Yeah, it
during.
was during
this
school.
during when we were going to school? Yes.
This was like, it was September. It was still.
It was
you still had the summer vibe. It was still
Yeah.
warm outside. It was a pretty great day, and it was like a Sunday. And I was just like, "Hey, Coy, let's go biking." He's like,
cool.
"All right." He's like, "All right." No. I go to his house, and he wants me to do something. I had to go like to Fred Meyer's to get. Well, yeah, to get like
Yeah.
gift cards, and we couldn't find them anywhere. And then we finally find them, and then we get back to his house, and we're like, "Hey, Coy, how about we go biking?" It's like, okay.
Okay.
And then he's like wearing all his nice duds and such. He's wearing
I
all his
do.
nice clothes. And that was a mistake that he was gonna regret later down the road.
I wasn't wearing my nice clothes. I was just wearing my normal clothes. Nothing crazy.
Well, they look nice to me. But anyway. So we get biking. We go we stop at Dick's Burgers first. That's where we
Mhm.
go. No, we don't stop at Dick's Burgers.
We don't.
We
That
stop
was-
at Another Castle Video Games, which is on the way to Dick's Burgers, which is
Yes.
on Highway 99.
Exactly.
And Another Castle Games is a pretty cool place if you haven't gone there. It has all these retro games and arcade,
Wait, you forgot
even
like
modern games.
the hash browns.
Oh, the
You forgot about the hash browns. Freaking
Oh
hash
my
browns.
gosh, the hash brown mask.
Okay, so I had a paper towel with hash browns in it that I was eating after I left, so I could, eat something before I went to go biking. So I ate 2 hash browns, and I dropped the third one on accident because I was trying to eat while driving a bicycle.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, and I still kept the paper towel because you never know when you're gonna need a greasy paper towel.
And
Point
lo
and
and
click
behold, he
rules.
did.
Point and click rules.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's right, Alex.
Let's see. So we went to another castle,
Yeah.
and what
And
happened,
you
Israel?
didn't have a mask.
Exactly.
You had a mask, but you didn't have a mask.
I dropped it.
You lost
Oh,
it somewhere,
no.
and we're like,
Yeah, I dropped
okay,
it.
we're not. It's gonna take too long to search for this thing. You might as well use that paper towel you have.
Yes.
It was like, I'll do it. was like, okay, I'll do it. And then we get in there, we look around, not much to see. Not much to see really, except for that Sands. We saw Sands.
Sands.
The
You
pixel
met
art
Sans
Sands.
Undertale? That's pretty
Didn't
cool.
buy him, but we definitely saw him there.
We saw all these cool stuff, these old classic consoles and video games. And then we mosey on out of there and we go on the Dick's Burgers. Pretty cool. A very fine dining place.
Yes.
I
They very
recommend
much
it.
enjoy.
Oh yes, a very
12 out
fine
of-
dining place.
12 out of 5 stars.
What?
We go there. We go to Winko's first, I think. Yeah, we go to Winko's first. No, we go to Dick's. We get our lunch.
This is a
at Dick's
different
Burgers.
story.
This is the story when we went to Edmonds.
This is not
remember?
the story we went to Edmonds.
Oh, we didn't. Oh,
No.
when was that one?
You're crossing two stories together.
Oh,
I can recognize it because you said, "Oh, we went to Winco first. No, we went to Dick's first. No, we went to Winco first."
did we go
You're
to
thinking
Winko's
of the
first?
time-
on the.
I was thinking like, no, this isn't right. No, this is right because this is the time that I got in trouble
think
for
I am
leaving the
crossing
house.
this Oh,
Yeah, that's the time you're thinking of, aren't you?
Why did you not
I
say
think
you're
so.
leaving?
Yeah, you had to
Did
go home by.
just
You had to get like
disappear?
home by 5. So,
Yeah,
yeah, that can have been the story. That could have been what.
because I
happened.
didn't do my
So-
homework.
Caught.
Aiden.
Aiden, we're telling a story here.
Yeah,
Okay.
Aiden. So
You're not the-
rewind for a second. Yes, we went to Dick's.
The
Okay.
spotlight
And
anymore.
we went to Five
Anyway,
Guys.
let's
and we
rewind.
but we did not go to Winco. We didn't go to Five Guys. We went to Winco. We didn't go to Winco because
We didn't. Oh,
I didn't grab my normal stuff.
yeah.
So
You didn't
I
have a
know we
mask.
didn't go to Winco. But we did go
Yeah.
to Five. We did go to another castle. And I had the grease
So-
napkin.
Yeah.
Now keep going.
After we eat our lunch, I think it's like around lunchtime. Maybe, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
around lunchtime.
Because we
I'm
went
just
by
like-
the hospital.
Hey, Coy, you want to go to downtown Edmonds with me?
And I said, sure. Let's do it.
Little did he know the pain that would be inflicted on his body throughout the journey.
Oh, yes. The amazing
But we
journey.
found the amazing journey. So I'm like, okay, Coy, I know how to get there. But the only way I know how to get there was one time during track practice. We had to go to Edmonds Community College, and from Edmonds Community College, me and the
Hey, that's where
boys
I go.
ran from there to downtown Edmonds. So that's the only way I know how to get to downtown Edmonds. She's like, okay, so we go to Edmonds Community College. We go through there. We go on our merry way down to downtown Edmonds, and I'm just fine. I'm cool as cucumber. Coy is dying in the back. He's like, I can't get up these hills. How are you getting up these hills? Tell me your secret now.
Tell me your secret.
TP for my bunghole.
No. Not allowed.
No.
TP. TP.
I'm Cornelio. But anyway, we go up this one hill, and it's oh boy.
Oh
go up
boy,
this one
not
hill,
the hill
and
in
we're-
Edmonds.
We go up this one hill, and it's like near I think a Lutheran or Presbyterian church. Yeah, it's a Presbyterian church.
Oh, good God.
And it says on the sign, who put vegetables in my beer crisper?
Who
What?
put vegetables in the beer crisper? That's what it says. We were taking a
That's
break.
what it said, word for word.
We took a break across the street from a church, and on the sign, like, you know those signs where you have to put like the little like
Yeah.
letter things in?
Church
It
is at this
said,
hour.
yeah.
Who put the vegetables in the beer
Vegetables in the
crisper?
beer crisper. That's what it said, word for word. We ain't lying.
Was it you?
No, it wasn't me. And it wasn't Azriel. I almost said Aiden.
I don't go to a Presbyterian church.
He goes to a Christian church.
Presbyterians are a denomination of Christianity.
Yes. I
I go
can't
to a
hear.
non-denominational.
Go non-denominational?
I might go to Baptist.
A non-numerator church?
Anyway, we get there. We take a rest. Goes like, help! I'm dying.
I'm dying. I need water, and I drink some water.
I know it's like pretty warm outside. It's warm outside. It's warm outside, yeah.
It's very warm.
And it's quite warm. It's warm because it's like we're leaving summer. It's
Yeah,
that time in September where you're leaving summer.
but it's
Summer
still
hasn't
hot.
actually. Yeah, summer hasn't actually ended. You can still feel the glorious heat. Because I love the humid weather, but that's just me. I'm not from the western part of Washington.
Yeah.
You're still from Washington, though. I mean, it's never that hot anywhere.
Have you ever been to the freaking east side of Washington? That place is insane.
Yeah.
Aiden, it's Yakima's called the Palm Springs of Washington for a reason.
Ever been to Spokane, Washington? It's cold in the
Yeah,
winter
that's
and hot in the
where my
summer.
family
It's like
lives.
That is
hell.
Eastern Washington. I was
Maybe that's
born
why.
there.
I guess I don't go there during the summers then.
Yeah,
the
I go
winters
there
are
during the
super
summers
cold.
and I go there during the winters. And boy, does it get cold in the winter, and does it get hot in the summer.
That's
gets
the
to,
east
like,
side of
100
Washington for
some.
you. It's because we got like
And
a
that's where I was
closed
born.
system, right? Isn't that why? Because Washington is a closed system.
It's
Western
like a
Washington.
desert out. It's essentially a
I don't know.
semi-desert out there. So that's what it
But
is.
isn't it?
That's why it's so
We're
cold. And that's
between
why it's
two
so hot.
mountain region with a cape, so we have like a water source and two mountains. You know
Eastern Washington is where we get all our produce.
exactly, but it's like a drought 24/7.
It looks like you couldn't grow anything there, but yet it's the biggest producer of apples in the United States.
Damn right it is. All right, Israel,
That's
continue
right.
with the story. Continue. We just got to the vegetables and the beer crisper. You didn't talk about what's it
So we're on
called?
our merry way. We get there. We go around. We're like, this is a place I'd like to live. It's a whole nother world around here. It has that feeling that it's just it's a magical feeling that you only experience once in your life.
I
We
don't.
get there.
You're making this way too extreme compared to what it
I
actually
mean,
was.
that's for me. I don't know about you.
You're talking about Edmonds, right?
Yeah, downtown Edmonds.
Not really. I mean, we just went like by Barclay Shelton and then a bunch of restaurants, and then it was like all the streets
like
were
a whole little-
closed, which is really
yeah.
cool.
The Dallas
got to bike
Cowboys
through.
game was on. I remember that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Because Dallas Cowboys were playing Seahawks.
That's when the
and they
Steelers
lost.
were
They barely
winning
lost.
still.
And then the Steelers became trash and lost to the Browns.
Damn right, and then I got mad because that seemed really dumb. They won 11 games in a row, and then they lost 4 in a row, and then they lost on their first game into the Super Bowl, on their way to the Super Bowl. I don't get why that's a thing.
Juju gave you bad juju.
Bad juju. Too many wins. Bad juju.
But we digress.
We digress.
We get there. We have a nice fun time walking around. The sun is setting on the water and it's nice scenery. It's a beautiful scenery. You have to be there to experience it.
And we were biking around and we stopped. Now, Israel, do you
We
want me to tell this part or do you want to tell this part when we stopped?
Is this the Starbucks part?
Before the Starbucks part.
Oh, you can tell this part. I don't remember what you're talking about.
The wrap, the yellow tape.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, you can tell that part.
You tell the part.
You tell that part.
You don't know it?
I don't remember. It's been a while, Coy. I've been on a wild ride.
Come on, Israel.
The yellow.
Come on,
Don't be
Israel.
too scared.
Aiden, I will come over there and punt you over your scrawny
No.
pool.
Israel.
Beaten down house.
Israel.
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 Can you re-jog my memory?
I did. Look at the thing.
What thing?
The yellow tape?
What did I say? Did you go to the Assembler Critics thing?
Oh my god!
You forgot, didn't you?
Oh my gosh! I remember now!
Okay. I
What
just
in the
sent
world
him
did
a
he
message
forget?
to jog his memory.
Oh my gosh! I remember
I
now.
remember that game. Very fun.
Now
Game?
we get
Wait a second, Aiden. Game?
What? What?
Game?
game.
Game?
That's what it is.
Game.
No,
What?
it's not a game! Aiden, what
What
the
do you mean?
You fool!
game?
That's what it is.
Okay, Israel, just tell the story. I'm mad at Aiden.
Alright, we're walking
Game.
around. So we stop.
what
We
it
stop in
is.
downtown Edmonds. We're near the stores, near the hub of downtown Edmonds, and we go around. And we pass this bookshop, right? And there's this. We look at the books, and they're like these, I don't know, contraband books with yellow tape. And lo and behold, we find Dr. Seuss's Hop on Pop with yellow tape saying caution, trigger warning, and all that crap. And we were just like
this pretty
What
much
is-
should be
what-
like
what
this
happened?
isn't for I wouldn't say delicate little snuff leak. No, not
I
like that.
remember
But
reading
I
that
mean
when
like it's like yes, this book has some very triggering terms in it. Whatever. It was just that around those
we were
books.
very confused. That's what happened. We were very confused about why it was there. We kind of made a joke about it. Hop on Pop is racist.
Hop on Pop was either racist or triggering. Anyways, we went to
Hop on
Starbucks.
Pop supports Nazism.
Yeah. Yes, we must crush the fatherland.
For the fatherland!
Anyways, keep going to
Deutschland.
Starbucks. Go to Starbucks.
So, fast forward, we stop looking around, and we go to Starbucks. And Cole's like, I need a shot of coffee. I'm like, okay, let's go to Starbucks. And we're like, okay, we go to Starbucks. I have to use the restroom. Coy's getting coffee and a cookie for me. He's like, Israel, you need to drink shot of black coffee or espresso, whatever it is. Like, no. He's like, yes. I'm like, no. He said yes, and I said, okay, I'll drink it. And then I take a sip and I drink it. I have the power. Right, Coy? Coy?
Yeah, I'm here. I said
Cool.
exactly. What is going on?
I don't know. I couldn't
Did my
hear
mic
you.
cut out for a second?
I think
Yeah,
it did.
I said exactly.
I'm sorry, folks.
That's exactly what happened. I tried to force you to drink a cup
Exactly.
of coffee, and you're like, no, I don't want to drink a cup of coffee.
I was pretty fine because
It was
in
a
the-
shot of
because
coffee.
I didn't really need it because during the summer, me and my other friend Logan would bike almost for like, I don't know, 4 to 5 hours each day almost. Like it was like that kind of thing.
So you were already
So I
used
was
to
kind
it.
of fine. I was used to it. My body was in shape. Now it's not. But let's see. What else did I have? I remember I had in my bag can of Tiki Punch soda, a cookie, and I think Mountain Dew or something. I don't know. I don't remember that well, but I know I had a lot of stuff in there. And so we head out. We go, and it's the sun is setting. It's like 5, and I wish it was setting when it was 5. When it's 5 now, because now it just gets dark, and I don't like it. It ruins my day.
Coy, don't do the guitar again. You're gonna
I'm
screw yourself
not.
over
I'm
again.
not.
Gosh, dang
Coy.
it.
I'm not gonna screw
Now
myself over.
I'm gonna have
keep
another rant
quiet.
of what I should rant about why does Aiden complain so much? Why does he do this? Why
You
does
just.
he
I feel
What do
like
you mean?
Israel slightly hates and likes Aiden. Like it's really weird.
I just like some of the stuff he does, like complaining for no.
Well,
no
I mean,
reason.
Israel. Everyone dislikes some stuff other people do.
Yes, but Aiden, you're like Israel, Coy, Izza, Peepers.
Peepers.
Like I'm fine that you complain, but just please, let things be for once. Let things be for once.
Never.
Fine. Sometimes you're annoying, but you're not annoying most of the time.
Oh.
You're a chill
Well,
dude.
I guess thanks for the
You're chill.
compliment that I'm not annoying all the time.
You're not annoying all
chill,
the
you don't-
time.
You're chill. You're chill most of the time.
Yeah?
But back to
I
the
think
story.
so.
We're on our way back. We're like, oh, I'm tired now. I
Yeah.
can't feel my legs.
I went to Israel's house and my legs cramped up so bad I couldn't walk for a bit. So I hopped
like,
on my
"Boy."
bike and I pedaled away as fast as I could. And then I fell
But
off my
let's talk
bike.
about the journey back.
But
Let's
I didn't
talk
tell you about the journey
back.
back because you weren't there.
No. I'm talking about the journey to my house.
Ah, yes, a journey to your house.
So essentially, we go. We have to go. We go across the. We're essentially dying. like a long way to the crosswalk. He was like, Koi, I don't know if I can make it. He's like, you
It's
will make
fine.
it.
You will make
It's
it.
fine. You will make it. We keep going, and then we finally get to the crosswalk. And I'm like, yes. Oh, Koi, we did it. Rest. And then it's like, oh no, it's green. And we have to cross, and we keep going. And I have the bright idea of playing some music. Some good old Ernest Tubb. Walking the floor over you. One of my favorite Ernest Tubb songs. The floor over you. I can't sleep a wink, that is true. I'm hoping and I'm praying as my heart breaks right into walking the floor over you. So we play some music. We play some Ernest Tubb, some Marty Robbins. We love a good old Marty Robbins here. Ain't I right, boys?
Of course.
We love a good old Marty Robbins. Anyway,
Oh yes, the big
it's getting
iron.
pretty warm. It's getting pretty warm. Corey's like, I'm burning. Help me. It's like imagine July in the drought. He's burning up like hinder in a fire. Anyway, we get to my house, and Coy's pretty much dead at this point. I don't know how he survived.
At
Probably
this
by the
point,
grace
my
of God
legs
he
cramped
survives.
off way too much. At that point, I'm practically either
Probably by the grace of God he survives.
Oh yes,
And,
you Christian fellow all think alike.
And if it was not the grace of God, it was probably the grace of Jesus because Jesus wanted to see him suffer more.
Ah yes.
I'm just kidding.
I will suffer for my country and my religion, which I have none of.
You have a American. Anyway,
I don't have
we get to my house. I'm like, Coy, do you want to ride home?
And I go, no.
He's like, no.
I don't
Coy,
need a ride.
I'm giving you a ride.
I'm going to bike
Coy,
home.
I'm gonna give you a ride home.
I go,
He's like,
no.
no. I'm gonna give you a ride home.
Israel's mom is out there. Coy, are you sure? I'll give you a ride home. I go, no, I'll be fine. I bike away. Not only does he know this, but after I clear his driveway and I go out to the crosswalk and I cross it, I try to bike up the hill and I fall over. I go, God damn it. You know the one on 44th Street?
The end of the story.
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a funny. That was a good day.
Mhm.
It was tiring, but it was a good kind of tiring.
Exactly.
I love it when you get tired from exercise and you're like, that was a good day. That's the best feeling. That's one of the best feelings in the world.
Well,
you
of course.
accomplish something from hard work. It's a very good feeling.
Yeah.
It's a very good feeling. That's why sports is so fun.
That's why what is?
That's why sports are so fun.
Sports are so fun.
Oh, sports. Yeah.
Sports. We love sports here. We are athletes.
Sports are nice.
Anyway, Aiden, would you like to say something? Because
do you have any stories, Aiden?
I don't know. Do I have any stories?
Do you? That's what we're asking. You can't just be like, answer a question with a question. Just answer the freaking question.
Aiden, this isn't a trial.
I mean, I guess, yeah, I probably have stories.
Aiden, what the numbers, Aiden? The numbers, Aiden. What do they mean? What do they mean?
I don't know what they mean.
What do they mean?
You commie, you're gonna give me the answer now, or I'm gonna whip you good.
No.
Alright, guys.
CIA in the 60s, boys. Anyway.
You're gonna pretend you're not here, Coy?
Yeah, I'm gonna pretend I'm not here. I want Aiden to tell a story.
Tell us a story, Aiden.
Tell us a story, Aiden.
A story.
Aiden.
Tell us about the boy who lived. Tell us about the boy who lived. Do you not know about the boy who lived?
I do not. I don't.
God damn it.
Give us one of your Boy Scout stories.
Really? Nothing?
One of my Boy Scout stories?
Yeah,
give us a DC story.
Okay. I'm in a Boy Scout troop.
Yes.
It's one of the smaller ones, and to be honest, I'd say it's also one of the less good ones.
Isn't it like Troop 622?
Yeah. Well, it's nice. I've always been there. I like them. But there's some not very responsible members of the troop. Like, they don't do very Boy Scoutly stuff, such as... I mean, there was once that they had a fire, They set up a second camp and made a fire there, and then they're like, okay, we want to go to bed, so they start peeing on the fire, thinking it'll put it out, and
It
that's
does
not
put it
very
out.
good.
It
Yeah, but
does
that's
put
a
it out.
problem, because the thing is, then the next people that go to that campsite, it's gonna smell like pee. Plus,
gonna
wild
smell like
animals will
piss.
go around there, and that's a big problem.
Delicious.
You're not supposed to do that.
I love the smell of new territory.
Oh yes. Competition.
Who's been here? That got it.
Oh, damn it,
Yeah.
man.
Bang it, mama.
Have
They
you been
also
pissing
make-
in my lawn again?
Not very Boy Scoutly jokes sometimes, such as once they started using a spray can of like sunscreen or something on a bunch of ants and said, haha, we're gassing the Jews. That's not very Boy Scout.
Oh my god.
As a person
That's
of
not
Jewish
very
descent, I
Boy
find that
Scout of
funny.
you.
That's not very Scoutly of
You are gonna get demoted, mister. You know what they say though, Aiden? It's not gay if it's Boy Scouts.
Yeah, that's exactly what they say. It really is.
Yeah, I know. That's what you told
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
It ain't gay if it's Boy
This
Scouts.
is good. This is too
Have you
good.
met
That's a
anybody that
fact.
was gay at Boy Scouts?
I don't know, maybe. There's this
Maybe.
We've had lots of people with like mental
what is
disabilities in our
maybe?
troop. Like there's this one guy who wasn't
Well,
very,
obviously you were there, so.
He was no, no, that's not what I mean.
I know. Just
Uh.
messing with you, Aiden. You kind of fell into that one.
We had like this. I did.
Oh yeah. Okay, keep going.
These
Keep
two
going.
guys that both had something. They both had
Oh,
some
really?
sort of mental disability, and they got in
ADHD,
like
autism, what?
they argued
retardation?
with each other a lot. I don't know what it is, but they argued
They
with
were
each other a lot.
related.
And eventually, no.
Oh.
Eventually,
They're
one
cousins.
day, one guy was like sharpening his stick, and then he like
Oh no.
I don't know, stood over the other kid while he was sleeping, like
Holy
thinking of
shit.
stabbing him or something. And then he got in a fight with another member, and he
Jiminy
punched him,
Christmas.
and then he got kicked out.
Oh man.
Why
that
did you?
sucks.
How you
Yeah.
stayed in the street for how long?
Since like 11 or 12.
Are you
Boy Scout age?
Are you okay? Do you have some
Well,
trauma?
Of course not.
No, of
Do
course
we-
not.
I think he needs to be screened.
No,
you seem too much.
Oh, he's
no,
fine.
they're all nice.
It's just Boy Scouts, man. Boys will be
They're
Boy
just
Scouts.
Boy Scouts. Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Boys will be.
Boys will be Boy
But continue
Scouts.
Continue your story. This is Aiden's time to shine.
That's right. Let him shine.
Well, I mean, those are stories. I mean,
What about your farm stories, Aiden? You have plenty of farm stories.
of course, I've got the classic story of bloater.
Not bloater. No.
What,
not
you don't
bloater.
like bloater or something?
No.
You have something against bloater.
I don't have
No.
anything against bloaters. Just that the story is very graphic.
Oh,
The people
oh,
aren't
is
ready,
it now?
Aiden. The people aren't ready.
The people have
Well,
to
the
wait till
people
next
aren't-
time. Can we keep this till next
Oh.
time? Farm stories with Aiden.
Okay, of course.
You've told me a lot of stories about your farm. Do you think you have enough to fill a 20-minute segment?
Oh, probably. I mean, none of them are really mine. It's mostly like
Just stuff
my
that's happened.
grandparents being crazy.
I mean, we've already been doing this for 40 minutes. You think we could do one more 20-minute gap?
Maybe.
All
Sure.
right. What do you guys think we should do for this last 20 minutes?
Talk
Really?
about
Is that the message?
the tennis banquet. Let's talk about the tennis banquet.
Oh, the tennis banquet! Rowdy boys! Rowdy boys!
Oh, my rowdy
Tennis
friends are coming
banquet?
over tonight.
Okay, before we start though, I have one question for Israel. What do you know about Cohen?
He's Finnish. Good at
He is.
wrestling.
Alright.
Chill,
Who is he?
dude.
Cohen?
Wait, is he?
Cohen?
Wait, was he one on Swim Team? The blonde guy?
D-
Who was?
No,
What?
he was on tennis.
He was the one. He's got like
I don't
brown
know.
hair, has a slight speech impediment, like it's barely noticeable. Stanley's friend. They went to the same school
Oh, like
together.
me.
Mhm.
No, I don't think I do. I've heard his name a
Are you
lot.
kidding
Though.
me?
What do you mean?
What do you mean you don't know
What?
who Cohen is? Dude, you sat next to him.
What?
I swear to
What?
fucking God. You don't know who Cohen is?
I don't believe I do.
He's
I mean, I probably do.
he's about the same he's about the same size as me, but he actually works out and I don't.
E.
So
You don't? I thought you did. Go
no,
ahead.
I did, but like he's actually like fit and stuff, and I'm not. He does like he works at like this gym and stuff.
Oh,
I don't
oh,
work out
well.
as much as I used to.
And he's part of an apprenticeship.
Yeah, he is. He's an apprentice of his grandfather.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a
Have you
carpenter
crazy.
on tennis,
apprentice.
Aiden?
Aiden, the fuck? That's mean. What if Cohen watched this?
What? I said pretty crazy. Not like I'm saying he's like
No, no. What I'm
mentally
saying is,
insane.
no.
What do you
What
mean?
I'm
How do you
saying
not know
is,
him?
you said you don't know him.
Well, yeah. I mean,
That's mean.
from the picture saying, like, I feel like I'd recognize
I'll send
like
you
a
the picture.
super
You find a
jacked
picture.
guy that's always
He's
hanging
not
I have
out
a
super
with
picture.
jacked. He
Stanley.
wears a. Wait, I think when we were there, he was wearing a
The
gray,
gray hoodie.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Where is it?
I
Have it
mean, he
somewhere.
had a good amount of acne. He skateboard. He longboards.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
Okay,
fucking
yeah.
serious?
Okay, I know him. Yeah.
You know him? Okay.
Yeah.
Is there one thing
I know
about
him.
Cohen that we both know that Israel does not know?
Yeah, I know.
Does Israel know
Coy,
what that is?
Okay, Coy, I was literally thinking of him, and then I said the blonde-haired kid. You said no, but I'm
He's
like,
not
okay, no, it's not him.
blonde.
Okay, well, sorry, that's not my fault.
Yes, it is. You went
Okay,
the
yeah.
blonde kid, and
Coy,
you go
I
yes.
knew-
Like what
Coy,
the fuck?
I knew him the whole time, and then like, I always thought he was blonde.
He's see. Look it.
What?
He's not
What?
blonde.
Okay, what, a picture?
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a
that's
picture.
blonde.
That's him.
Okay, I guess that's
No,
brownish
that's
blonde.
brown.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah, I
light in the
guess
front
it's
because he
light
always has it
brown.
on up like
I
that.
guess I see light brown and think
I
blonde.
was in
I
class
guess.
with him. I still have
I
classes.
guess.
Anyways, now that you see a picture of him, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I exactly know him. Yes.
You know the one thing about him that you and me know that Israel might not know about him?
Yes, you guys always say, "Oh, Aiden can't keep secrets," but like, I haven't told Israel, "Hey, Cohen is like small brain boy or whatever."
What?
No,
What?
I guess.
no.
I mean, not
I'm just
like
kidding.
that, but you know what
Ah!
I mean, right?
I got shot. This is so sad.
But okay, is Aiden Israel? Do you know what do you know about Cohen?
Not much.
Not much. All right then. All right, let's keep going then.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Cohen,
I remember he was buff. Yeah, he like
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
It
he was
kinda
pretty
scary.
built.
I had like
Yeah.
4th period of him.
Yeah, yippee yo. Okay, let's keep going. What was this tennis banquet? So it started out the tennis banquet. We
Tennis, dinner, team
originally
dinner. We go to Red Robin's.
yes, we go to Red Robin's, but I'm not getting there yet. So we set up this date, right? We're like, all right, how about this day? And then that day comes, and we're like, crap, that day is not gonna work. So we don't do it, and we do another one, right? So we invite everybody on the
Yeah.
tennis team. So then we all show up, right? So you have
Yeah.
me, you have Aiden, you have Israel.
No, Aiden didn't go.
Aiden was there.
Aiden had work.
Aiden
He had
did
work?
not have work. He was there at the end.
Well, I was there for a banquet. I wasn't there for the Red Robin thing. I came at the very end and I couldn't even
Yeah.
order anything.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was there.
That made me
He was there at the
sad.
end. So it was me,
Forgot.
Stanley, Israel,
Cohen,
Cohen. Who were the other
Jaden.
people that were there?
Tony,
Was Jaden there?
Kai,
Kai,
Matt, Ben,
Ben,
Benjamin,
Ben.
the other one.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cohen, I said that. Stanley. Well, there was one person,
Hans.
but there was one person who was not there. Israel died. There he's back. There was
Oh.
one person who was not there.
Who was
Do we
not
remember
there?
who was not there, Israel?
Let me think about this one.
Out of all the people that we meant to invite, there was one person that we were supposed to invite that we did not invite. The star of the show, Coach Danny.
Coach Danny.
Hey, we forgot to invite
We invited
Coach
the
Danny?
entire team except for the coach.
Oh my god.
Weren't
Can't
you
forget
there?
Danny.
We forgot about Danny. Felt so bad afterwards, but we kept going. We kept going on with it. We were like, you know what? We gotta make this night up for Danny. You know, we gotta
For
have some good
Danny.
times for Danny. And we went
Danny.
out into the night,
Danny.
across the street, to Alderwood Mall.
I remember
remember
that.
which-
That
Then
was
the
nice.
boys got rambunctious. What did we do, Israel?
I remember we were called hooligans.
Okay, whatever you want to call it. What did
I
we
know
do?
we went to like.
What was the first thing we
to-
did? Do you remember?
We went and got like bubble
Bubble
tea,
tea.
right? Or
Yeah.
boba
Yeah, we
tea.
went to one of them
So
bubble
we
tea.
originally got in there. Cohen was like, "You got to get bubble tea." I was like, "Cool." Then we got boba tea.
I didn't. I leave for a minute. I'm like, I'm gonna wander on my own.
Yeah, Israel isn't a big fan of boba tea, right? Is that right?
Wow.
No, it's not. It's
Look, I understand. It's a weird
doesn't float my
thing.
boat.
Israel doesn't like a lot of things that are from Asia. It's understandable, especially like
No.
things like Japan and China.
Especially
I
Israel's
like
like
a lot of
China,
things.
a bunch
I
of
like the art. I
commies.
like their Japan and China.
And he's like, Japan,
like the
oh no,
government.
hentai is not good. And I was like, well then, that's very, very bad of you.
No.
You need to atone for your sin.
I like teriyaki, and I like their traditional.
We'll talk about your racism later. Anyways, go keep going with the show.
No.
Gosh, shush is Israel. Okay, I'm gonna tell the rest of the story. So we get boba tea, and we run around. And what was the first thing we did? Do you remember? We go to GameStop.
Mm-hmm.
We go inside. We were pretty much going around to a bunch of stores. So we go to GameStop. That's the first store we go
Yeah.
to. And for whatever reason, somebody threw up in there, and it was not that much of a good of a time. So we go around, we walk around, we go out because it fucking smelled like throw up in there. So we in and out.
Did we go like to JC Penney's?
I don't remember that.
There's no
I don't
JC Penney's
what?
in there. What?
That
Yeah,
was
Aiden
the
wasn't there
different
for
time.
that. Aiden wasn't there for that. But somebody didn't throw up in there. It smelled like somebody did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't he get like a blanket or a pillow or something?
You were like contemplating about getting a.
You were
blanket.
thinking
Oh yeah, I
about
was
getting one, yeah.
contemplating
No.
it. I didn't do it.
There
no.
was like this special store that I don't remember what it was. It was like some weird like.
I think it had like a
PacSun.
nice fluffy pillow or something.
Yeah.
It's called PacSun.
It would have been nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looking at the food court.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do because it was like really overpriced.
It was
But
very
at the same time,
overpriced.
I had a job, so like I actually could afford it. But then it was also really overpriced, so I didn't
Yeah,
know
that's
what
how
to
the
do.
mall gets you, you know. Let's see, what else? Let's see. The next thing we did after we went to GameStop is we went to. I think it was. Did we go to Spencer's?
Mm-hmm.
I remember
we just
going
kind
there.
of ran around a lot for
Yeah,
some
I
reason.
remembered. I just remember it was just a.
You wanted to like try stopping the escalator,
Oh
but you
yeah,
like
that was at the
couldn't
end.
do it.
That was at the end.
Yeah, they were like closing the whole mall off.
Yeah, they were closing down the mall.
I felt bad. I felt
Um,
like everyone that saw us thought we were like delinquents or something because we were just like
We were.
running around and like
That's exactly what we were.
no.
We
We're
were
civil
participating in delinquency. That's the definition of a delinquent. We were doing
Young
weird shit.
hooligans.
We were
I
young
guess, yeah.
hooligans, whatever you want to call them. We were being a delinquent.
Mm-hmm.
But there's one more thing that I do remember. We went to the store for. We went to the store for skate stuff. You guys remember that?
Oh yeah.
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 So
Cohen,
you,
Wheels
was
and
talking
me,
to the guy
Cohen,
about like longboard.
and Stanley went to the store and we
Mhm.
were like, yes, what did we get? It's like, I have no idea. And then Cohen goes, I need some stuff here. Now we were like, crap, we don't know what to do. So we sit there and watch him. And then
He like knew everything. It was
he
crazy.
knew everything and it was crazy.
Yeah, he was like just talking to the guy who worked there, and they were just talking
talking
about
shop.
all this stuff, and I had no idea what was going on.
Yes, that's what happens when your friend is My brother skateboards now, and he's like, he talks about stuff that he doesn't even. Like, sometimes he'll cut himself short because it's like, you have no idea what I'm about to say. And I was like, you're probably right. The skate community is a very weird
Yeah,
community.
Cohen
I'll
was
say that
talking
much.
shop in the store.
Yeah, he was definitely talking shop. Let's see. After we went to Spencer's. What did we do at Spencer's?
Just looked around.
Didn't see anything you liked, Israel?
No.
Why not?
Saw some interesting hats. Of like brands and stuff.
Do you know what Spencer's is?
No.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. Are you fucking serious?
What?
Aiden, do you not know what Spencer's is?
I don't know. I don't go shopping much.
Aiden, are you fucking serious?
I don't think. we can
Boy,
explain it.
what?
Okay, Israel, do you want to
I
tell
just
him?
order stuff online if I need
No,
something.
I don't want to.
I'll tell you after the podcast. Okay.
Aw.
I'll tell you what Spencer's is. Spencer's is a store. That's all I'll tell
Uh-huh.
you on the
Comedy store.
podcast. I'll tell him after.
Why is it like a adult toy store or something?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Why are you scared to say that on the podcast, Koi?
I don't know. I don't want to mention a place that sells dildos on a podcast on YouTube. I don't know.
What's wrong with that, Koi? What, we got like free views other than us last time. You think there's gonna be a lot of people saying
true, but that was
are,
pretty cool, right? Oh fuck, my scissors.
yeah,
Alright.
but you think there's gonna be like a bunch of children or something that are gonna like see that and
I
get
said that it wasn't geared toward
scared?
kids, but I don't believe it. You know, I could have made it the thing that was geared towards kids. I'd get more money that way.
Yeah. That'd be fraud.
That's true. Okay, what was the last thing we did at the night? Do you guys remember?
We ran around a parking lot and I wanted Jamba Juice or whatever because I was hungry. Because
Exactly.
I didn't get to eat dinner.
But do you guys remember what we
you
did
guys ate
before
without
we
me.
got to the? I just realized. Remember this? Do you guys remember what we did before we went to Alderwood Mall?
You guys went to Red Robin and I
Before
was
that,
working.
after that,
Guitar
after
Center.
that-
We went to Guitar
exactly. We went to
Oh yeah, the
Guitar Center.
place.
I completely
Yeah.
forgot about that. I just remembered it.
Wasn't
Yeah.
it smelling like a gas leak or something in there for some
Yeah.
reason? It smelled like rotten
It's like
eggs.
a gas leak.
And I played some drums, and then we were overstaying our welcome.
Yeah. Plus, I don't know how to play guitar at all, so I was kind of just
Trust me,
kinda
neither
know.
do
not
I.
able
I know
to
the
do
basics.
anything.
I know the basics.
I don't know how to
Yeah.
play guitar.
Well, I took the guitar and
Me neither.
so I know how to do it. Kinda
Plus,
easy
at
to
the time,
pick
I had
up.
never really listened to much music at all, so like I didn't really care about guitars. You know?
But now you listen to Marty Robbins.
No, I didn't.
You like Marty Robbins. We know this. You play
Guitar.
Mr. Shorty.
I guess.
You like Western.
Alright. Okay, we got like 20 minutes left.
Why
10
don't we
minutes,
talk about
sorry,
the
10
time at
minutes.
lunch
What?
where it's like
You said 20
me,
minutes,
and
like 20
Dylan,
minutes
and
ago.
Shut up!
Gavin.
I know what I meant to say. 10 minutes left. We have 10 minutes left. What should
What
we do
about
for the final 10 minutes? Alright? One short
Remember
more
that
story.
time?
What time?
Remember that time?
What time?
It was you, me,
Huh?
Dylan, and Gavin. We were all singing El Paso.
Oh, yes! Oh.
Out in the West Texas town El Paso, I fell in love with a Mexican girl.
I
Our kite was
recommend you
flying
stop singing
in
before we get copyright stricken.
Marty Robbins
Israel
is a
risky
good artist, and I love it.
laying
Oh yes.
down.
I
Look,
like-
even if you sing songs, you can still get copyright stricken. That's still a thing. Just talk to Funky about it.
Gun it.
Yeah.
Anyways, where were we? Talk about how lunch was pretty weird.
There's one more story. I think I'll save this for next time because we have 10 minutes. And it was a story about how I went to Des Moines, Washington.
What?
Des
Des
Moines?
Moines?
Des Moines, Washington.
Des Moines, Washington, or Des Moines, Iowa.
Washington?
Washington.
Oh, DC?
No, Des Moines, Washington. State.
What?
Have you never heard the
Oh.
Des Moines, Washington?
No, I don't know Des Moines. I don't know the cities of Washington.
So this is what you guys
Well,
gotta
you
watch
never
out
know where you
for
are.
next week. This is what you guys gotta
And
watch
just
out
like
for
Joe
next
Biden,
week.
you never know where you are. You don't know what state
Exactly.
you're in. No, never know what
They
city you
feel
are.
my legs.
Am I in Kansas?
Shut up. Don't talk about our new great president.
Is this Louisiana?
Okay.
I thought why there's a lot of people drinking in bars. My New York? Why are they all wearing cowboy hats?
Stop insulting New York and Joe Biden. We need to keep talking about the podcast. We don't need to get political
Newark.
and have like bad people watching our podcast and be like, oh yes.
I'm
Yes.
Aiden. I don't know where I am, but I'll find out sure enough.
Okay, so this is what happened when I went to Des Moines. I'm not going to tell you the story, but I'll tell you just the premise. My dad uses let go a lot for getting things for cheaper than they're actually worth, and he's really good at it. He's probably if there's I don't know. It's like you know how people have a select set of skills that they're really good at. My dad is really good at let go, or not let go, offer
Let
up.
go.
Haggling?
He's really good at offer up. Just like how my mom is really good at Pokemon Go, he's really good at offer up and using it. He's like this. Audio output. Yeah, okay.
Ugh.
Yeah, I fixed it. Never mind. Alright. But my dad would go, this isn't selling, and I know this. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna be like, this person hasn't sold something in 6 months. This means that they haven't sold any of their stuff in 6 months. Which means that they haven't gotten a... What do you mean select audio device not found? Hey, which means they haven't... Nobody's been trying to make a purchase on this yet. Which means nobody wants it. So if I come up and I ask for a lower price, they're probably going to say yes. You get that?
Yeah.
He's really good like that. He understands like, oh, this person, I could probably ask for less than it's worth, or what have you. Another example is, so pretty much we'll go on OfferUp, and he sees this air hockey table. So we have to go to Des Moines to get an air hockey table. That's all I'll tell you about that. That's for next time. So we're at 56 minutes. Do we have anything else that we want to say, or do you want to call it quits? Aiden?
Yeah, sure. Let's call it quits.
Let's call it quits.
Goodbye, everyone.
No, wait, Aiden.
Have a good life.
Aiden, I need you to do the outro.
Why me again?
Do the outro. You're good at the outro.
Okay, everyone. I'm begging you to please give us money. If you're not gonna give us money, get out of here. This isn't a free service.
This is a free service.
Think about it. You pay to watch TV, so you should pay to watch us.
No, Aiden, you were so nice before.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, do the real outro.
I'm just
Do the
kidding.
real outro.
Thanks. If anyone watched our video, thank you very much. If you enjoyed, hit that like button and smash the subscribe button. And yeah, otherwise, can we get some dislikes actually?
Really?
I'd actually really enjoy to see if we could get some dislikes on this.
Yeah, I want to see how many dislikes we can get.
If you watch this video, because we're having trouble figuring out if people are actually watching it.
Yeah, if we can
or if it's us clicking on it over and over.
Dislikes on
so if you guys
video.
could, yeah, if you guys could please dislike the video, that would help us a lot, because then we know if you're actually watching us.
We are not joking here. If you actually dislike the video, we will appreciate it a lot more if you like it than if you like it.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever he said. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways. This is the Assembly Critics.
This is the Assembly Critics.
Israel.
Israel's not the Assembly Critics anymore.
Apparently he's not
he
saying
left.
this is the Assembly. Did he leave?
I guess. I mean, I guess
man.
I guess this isn't the Assembly Critics in his opinion.
Well then.
Oof. It's disappointing. Welp.
Welp. This is it. Goodbye.
Goodbye, then.